Desire to launch our own enterprises is widespread. News about new endeavors is widely disseminated in public. The media coverage of entrepreneurship, however, is significantly biased in one specific direction. It favors those who have launched novel sorts of enterprises, trailblazers who have pushed the frontiers of commerce by developing a fully unique service, often with the aid of a cutting-edge technological advancement. A small sensor that can detect hunger in domestic animals, an app for detecting and managing the humidity of clothing closets, or a social networking site to link individuals planning trips to Italy are just a few examples of the kinds of innovations the new entrepreneurs may have made. As a result of this emphasis on novelty, we may get the impression that the only legitimate way to start a business is through radical, technologically based innovation. So, when we imagine a future of entrepreneurship, we could start to fear a little and wonder what completely original concept we might have that would help us advance. The solutions we come up with might begin to veer toward the improbable, the banal, or the simplistic in our haste. There is, however, another route. Businesses that perform tasks that people have always done or have been doing for a very long time make up the majority of the economy. Examples include producing daily bread, shirts, and pants, teaching languages, providing lodging for travelers, caring for animals, and mending teeth. To put it another way, most firms operate in what economists refer to as mature industries, meaning that it is difficult to enter and quickly amass a large fortune. However, this does not imply that these areas need to be disregarded. Far from it. A number of very important opportunities are hidden right in front of us as a result of one, maybe surprising, economic reality. The majority of enterprises don't really like what they do. The two types of companies that we may distinguish are those that are pragmatic and those that are loving. Enterprises that are pragmatic abound. For us, they essentially describe the core of what we see business to be. There is a realistic, unidealistic edge to the way they approach things, even if they are competent at producing their product or service. They are not really attracted to their specific offering by anything especially potent. It's possible that they were engaged in something else. Long-term thinking is not important to them since the company is merely a means to an end for their financial gain. Always keep an eye on the sales process. Nearly without a doubt, the owners wouldn't work if they didn't have to. These pragmatic companies could succeed for a long time and even become extremely successful, but it is still obvious to see their true objectives. Within minutes after entering the house, a sharp eye may immediately notice an important fact. This is not being done out of love or for love. The economy is dominated by pragmatic companies. According to some estimates, this describes more than 85% of companies. But there are other sectors of the economy where things are done extremely differently, despite the fact that they are a disproportionately small minority. There are underlying principles that keep businesses of love together despite the fact that they provide a wide range of different products. A complete dedication to the perfection of a particular product or service is what love in this context entails. A goal to assure excellence by reinvesting practically all revenues. An eye on the future, since the company represents the meaning of life to its proprietors. Not right now, and maybe never, is there any interest in selling the business. Giving it to someone you care about, like your kid, can be your deepest desire. Since you're doing it out of love, you almost wouldn't charge anything, but you do it anyway since you need to eat, pay your staff, and keep the firm afloat. Your intense passion for good or service is evident in all you do. Businesses of love are the kind where the owner has searched the world for the best kind of flour and wakes up excitedly at dawn to check on the progress of each of the loaves. The aircraft factory where the workers view each plane they are building as a relative they will always care for. The stationery shop where notebooks and paper are viewed as objects of beauty instead of utility. And the travel agency that won't stop until it knows its clients have enjoyed their trip. In the traditional financial sense of the word, businesses that are conducted out of love are not necessarily profitable. Only a few may be yielding slightly more than 3% annually. Money is only ever a means to a bigger, more important aim for these businesses, however. Any aspiring businessperson has access to a wealth of options since the majority of the economy is controlled by those who don't really like what they do. The vast majority of legal businesses, dentists' offices, motels, and bakeries are not run out of love. In the end, they are simply waiting to sell out, despite their efficiency and cunning. To succeed, we don't necessarily need to be very creative or to have created something radically novel. All we really need to do is share with the world something we love a little more passionately than the majority of people do in order to make sense of our lives and earn an honest income while doing it.